Institutions of higher education in Pakistan are passing through a very critical juncture in the history of its establishment. The federal government has tightened up overflowing funds to the public sector universities. Consequently, these institutions have been experiencing stiff financial crunch. This short video presents gravity of the financial crisis in the public sector universities with focus on Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province. This video is aimed at not only spotlighting the agonies of the employees, but providing guidelines for the university's top management how to guard themselves against such eventualities in the future. To be honest, times are bleak for the higher education system in Pakistan. The federal government has stifled runoff funds to the public sector universities. As a result, some of these universities are on the brink of closure. This state of affairs deteriorated to the extent that some of the universities started thinking in terms of closing some of the academic programs until the situation improves. The crisis in the universities is not merely one of the public confidence concerning the functioning and performance of the higher education sector. It is, and perhaps more fundamentally, an internal crisis of the vision, that is, one which touches the very foundation of the individual institutions, their mission, roles and functions, and their place in the entire higher education landscape. The crisis has arisen because of the multiple factors. The most important among them is probably the rapid enrollment growth in the higher education sector, which has not been reciprocated by the commensurate increase in public expenditure. The major factors responsible for the phenomenon are listed here as: first, the federal government decision to curtail funding to the public sector universities. The inability of the universities to diversify their streams of revenue generation. The unprecedented increase in enrollment in the universities that has not been accompanied by increased public spending on the higher education. And most importantly, the mushroom growth of the universities. As a result of these financial crises, universities across the length and breadth of the province received some serious shocks. This state of affairs finds no parallel in the history of higher education in the country. There are very few universities which are left unaffected. This has engendered a sense of fear, uncertainty, and apprehension among the staff, members, students, and faculty. The universities are confronting hard times on account of the factors given here, such as universities' inability to pay salary and pension to the employees, universities' inability to pay house subsidy and house requisition wherever applicable to the employees, and most importantly, universities' inability to pay medical and utility bills. To overcome this predicament, the universities have made a number of makeshift arrangements, such as some of the universities have borrowed funds from other sources, such as financial institutions and banks, to pay salaries to the employees. Some of the universities have acquired loan from the project fund to pay for the pension and utilities. Some of the universities are drawing money out of the endowment fund to pay salaries to the employees. Some of the universities have ceased grant of house requisition and house subsidies and conveyance allowance to the employees. In view of the fact that reliance of public sector universities on government financial support is deep-rooted to the extent that under the prevailing circumstances, the universities wouldn't be able to survive without unwavering government financial assistance. Hence, it is suggested that if the universities want to overcome the existing crisis and stay away from similar eventualities in the future, they would have to tighten up the belt, explore the possibilities of developing links outside the current government universities equation, and how to broaden the source of their revenue generation. I hope you liked this short video. Thank you for watching.